Well, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody? Well, we are picking up where we left off from yesterday. We got our four little kids here scribbling away at their pictures, or their picture rather. So we've got the flow that I think we need for this scene, and so today we're going to start into finishing it now. One of the things that we'll do here is we'll finish off, we'll clean up the scene, and then we'll paint it. And then I'm going to do a cycle. So, like right now, we have a 14 drawing cycle on twos. Yeah, so it's a seven drawings, but it's each drawing is held twice, and so and then that's repeating. So that's how the scene will play, and we'll keep it at this size, I think. Um, in terms of the composition, I think I want to keep it at this camera setting for the scene. All right. However, I'll probably clean it up a little bigger because it's not always easy to deal with um, something like this when you've got it small so to clean up. So anyway, so let's make this a little bigger. We'll fit it to the window. For those of you who are new to what I'm doing, I'm working on a scene from a film. And so what I'm doing is this is a little short film that I'm making. And so what I'm doing is I'm showing you the process of me animating, cleaning up, finishing each scene that I'm doing in this film, and then I put the entire thing together. So what this series, a Let's Animate a Work in Progress, is a basically real-time tutorial of me making something, putting it together so that anybody that watches this that's making their own film, they can see how I'm doing this step by step in real time. A lot of tutorials that you see on YouTube are shot in what's called time lapse, where it might take a person several hours to do a tutorial, and then in order for me to learn from it, you have to, I guess, go back and very frame by frame decipher it. I'm an online teacher myself, and I believe that the best way to get things across to people is in real time. And so I'm doing this in real time, and that's why it takes so many of these little tutorials to do for you to get it. So it takes a while. So I can't say exactly what number tutorial this is, and I haven't really found the best way to so far. My bad as to how to identify what's first, what's second, what's third. So I'm working on that. Future projects, I will be a little bit more. I'll number them a little better so that you have. But I think you could probably tell from the dates when I'm doing these things. If you come onto my channel, and I hope you like what you see, and if you do, I would appreciate a like and a subscription to it. I don't bother people about likes and subscriptions because I don't like to bother people. I'm more interested in helping you than I am in coercing you into doing something. If you want to like and subscribe, God bless you. I appreciate it. If you just forget whatever. Anyway, I'm just happy to be able to share anyway, because every animator and every artist has their own way of doing stuff, and it doesn't, we just do. So you work and you do what makes the most sense for you. Also, for those who are new, I'm working in a program called Rough Animator. It's a very inexpensive program that I believe was created. Well, it was created by an animator actually, um, Jacob. Oh gosh, um, I forgot his last name. Anyway, Rough Animator. It was created by a guy who is an animator, and you can tell because it's very user friendly. So that's the program that I'm working in right now. And it is, and I'm not a heavy duty tech guy myself. I'm an animator. I'm just a traditional animation guy. I started out working on paper. I've worked for a lot of companies, Disney. I got my basic training as an animator at Disney Studios back in the 70s. So I got started back when we worked on paper, and I was around a lot of the great young animators: Glenn Keane, Randy Cartwright, John Lasseter, you know, Don Bluth. Those people were the folks that I was around, and a lot of the older animators who were retiring were still at the studio at the time. Frank Thomas, Ollie Johnston, Mark Davis, Ward Kimball. These were the guys who, the great craftsmen, the people who did the beautiful, fantastic work that we were all so impressed by. And I was just one of many. I'm very fortunate and blessed to be able to be there and to learn from these people. Um, so there you go. And so anyway, but we, anyway, so this is a easy program, Rough Animators, very inexpensive too. If you decide you want to buy this program, it's $10 for the desktop version. It works for Mac or Windows, and you can buy it for $10. It's not a subscription, so you pay for it outright. If you work on your iPad, you can get it for $4.99, $5. And once again, same thing. You're paying for it outright, so you're not having to pay a subscription fee, monthly, which can get expensive. So there you go. Anyway, all right. So anyway, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make a layer. I'm going to take this drawn layer here, which is highlighted, and I'm going to go up here, and you'll see the little diminishing thing going on. I'm lowering the opacity on this layer so you can see it's getting lighter. And then I'm going to add a layer, an empty layer, and that's going to be on top. Now I'm going to change the name on this layer. You can see I'm changing it now, and I'm just going to say color, because I'm going to do all of my finish and color on this layer. And I'm making an exposure of 2 frames, and I can do that by going up here where it says drawing duration 2 frames. Then I'm going to go into the add drawing right over here on your left. You'll see it says add drawing. I click on this, and let's see, hold on a second here. Where is it? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I had to do that on this side. Click on the add drawing, and you get a drop down menu here. It says add after. So now what I'm going to do is click add after, and you can see what it's done is it's added 2 frames after that. And I'm going to keep clicking this. Every time I click add after, it's going to add a blank 2 frames. And the reason why I'm going ahead and adding these blank frames is so I can just go ahead and draw on them. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to draw in these frames. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go around, and I'm going to make my drawings. Okay. So and so what I'm going to do is set the pen here for a solid color, which is the top one, and I'll do Nora first. Now this is scene is the only scene where the kids I think are going to be young. So I think what I'm going to do with these scenes, or this scene, is I'm going to use the let's see. I'm going to use the colors that the kids have when they're older as the colors, just sort of, they're not wearing the same clothing because they're preschoolers, but I'm going to use colors that are going to be similar to what they were later. That way I don't have to make a big deal about what the colors need to be. So let's see. So primarily, Nora wears blue. Her clothing is generally blue. So I'm going to ink everything blue. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and color these because, see, I've already got all the in-betweens on these characters. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. I think what I'll do on the chalk she's using is I'll make this pink. All right, then what I'm going to do is go ahead and paint this in. So I'll paint in her hands. And when you're having trouble with paint it not filling in, if it's not completely dropping in, then that's when you have to go in and use your brush. But otherwise, the paint bucket should fill in. All right, so let's see. We're gonna go light color on that. Let's see. Then on the pants, we'll go with this color. There's a setting called Paint Behind, which will allow me to paint behind the line. Let's see. I think we'll go with blue on the shoes as well, I think. Yeah. And then she's got a pink crayon. Okay. All right, then we'll go to Lenny. Lenny has got black hair like Nora. Kid's got a pretty good sized fro for a preschooler. Yeah, kid's got a lot of hair. Let's see. Now he's got a black line around him all the time. All of his lines are going to be black, which is good. It's convenient. Okay. I think probably the reason why I chose to put black lines on Lenny all around is because it's not because he's a black character, but because he's going to be a darker color, and so a black line is going to read better against him for any and all colors that are going to be used on him. So that's my reasoning for having black on him. Okay. There we go. All right, and let's see. Let's just start. Okay, so we're going to have black on the hair. And Lenny has a blue shirt and golden, or not blue, well, he has a blue shirt and purple pants when he gets older. So we're going to keep that same color configuration. And then when we get down to the shoes, I think what we'll do, we'll make his skin, go ahead and put his skin color, that's going to be brown. I think what I'm going to do there is I'm going to have black edges here on the top part of the shoe and then a gray on the bottom. Yeah. Then let's see, what kind of pencil should he hold? Let's see, I think what we'll do is we'll do a well, let's see. How about a red color for the pencil? There we go. Okay, then right. Let's see. change something here. This line on Nora's face here. Put that on the front. Okay, now we'll go over here to Jason. And Jason's got the, we'll put an orangish color line because that reads better with the Caucasian skin color. So here we go. And same things with his hands. Let's see here. Now let's see. Now Jason is wearing a red shirt most of the time. So if we give him red on the top here, a red shirt. Okay, and his pants I believe are a light blue. So but what we'll do with the pants is we'll put a blue line for the pants. There we go. Maybe we'll just make that like a button. Yeah. I think maybe actually we'll carry that over to the feet as well. Yeah. Okay, so all right, then let's see. There's a couple of places I want to make sure the line is working on top. All right, there. Okay. Let's see, what color? What is that? Is it? Oh, is this blue? It is blue. Okay. And then red. That's on top also. Okay. And what color pencil? Maybe like a yellow color pencil. Well, we can do is, let's see. We'll draw the pencil with the same color as his skin, but we'll paint it yellow. Okay, so then, so he's got blonde hair. Skin color, of course, the flesh color on the skin. No, it's going to be behind. Okay. Right, okay, and then he's got a red shirt. And a light color blue jumper. Let's see. And we'll go with the gray shoes. So light gray. Good. Okay. Okay, and then Miguel. And Miguel also has only black line. Kind of for the same reason. I picked that for the same reason that I did with Lenny, because he's Latina, he's going to have a darker skin color. So a darker line will delineate him a lot better than a lighter one would. So we can put that dark line all around him. There we go. kids are chubby. Babies, they're always healthy. Okay, so then we'll use, let's see, okay, so he's got black hair, of course. He's going to have the more kind of almond color skin. And let's see, yeah, that almond color skin. Same thing with him. I believe he has well, actually, I think he has a purple shirt and blue pants. I think it's the opposite of Lenny. Yeah, I think that's right. So let me just, yeah, okay. And then he has the blue pants. Yeah. So let me put that in there. Okay. Right. Okay. And then I know he has gray shoes, so I'll just go ahead and give him the gray shoes. And I think I'm going to give him a green crayon because that'll pop. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, let me put this on top here to clear that ear there. There we go. Yeah, that's good. All right. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's nice and vibrant. Let's see, let's hit save on that. So let's bring this down so you all can see it and appreciate it. I'll bring this up here. Okay, and let's see. I'll bring the background up, maybe to there. Yeah, that's kind of nice. This is a nicely colored scene. All right, well, we'll stop here. We're at 22 minutes. Try to keep these videos kind of short. All right, so I think what's good about this is, and you'll see it tomorrow as we do get into the next one, that because I've colored these guys, I'm going to be able to copy, paste their whole bodies with the exception of their arm movements on the subsequent frames. And you'll see as I do that tomorrow, starting to do it tomorrow, that it'll also get me through the scene. And this is another beauty of digital animation, is a lot of things that will save you time and work. All right, good people. Well, hey, we have gotten through another tutorial. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Don't forget to thank God for all of your talents and gifts. I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, Jesus is Lord.